Hello, everyone. Very good evening. So, this is our orientation on how we are going to proceed with our Anthro 555 crash course come test series. So, in the last class, I've said what is important and how one should approach for this examination. But here, I'm going to tell you how we should be executing, okay, how we should be executing the strategy that we have discussed and how this course is going to help you deal with these things. Okay, so we are going to see it. Now, in this course, I have already told you yesterday, like what is important is that there are certain things. Okay, so there are certain things which are very important and they are more factual as well. Okay, if you see, they're important, but at the same time, they're factual. Now, what can we do about it? The only way is to prepare in such a way that we can have a better recall and it's easy. So when you're reading too many facts at a time, it is not possible to recall. So that's why you have to spread it across so that it is easy to recall. And that we have done. Okay. So now if you look at the schedule, so you're having classes, all the high priority repeated themes. Okay. And you have test series, you have mentorship by Harsh Nehra sir, and I'll be providing you with the handouts and one pagers for revision also. So you have evaluation and feedback. So this is the schedule that is shared with you. So now if you look at the classes of physical anthropology will be done by 7th. Then the class of socio-cultural anthropology will done by 7th and physical anthropology will done by 14th. And Indian anthropology by 21st, tribal anthropology by another 1 week, that is 28. And another 3 to 4 days for archaeology. So that means within 5 weeks, your classes will be done. Okay. Why we are doing the classes very quickly? It is to ensure that you have adequate time for your revision, identifying your weak areas and working very much on it. Because after this, you still have another 7 weeks of time to emphasize on your weak areas and prepare for it. So this is regarding the classes. Now, what I am going to cover in these classes. So here, for every syllabus topic that is mentioned, we will be taking out all the important themes. Now, suppose there is marriage that is mentioned. In marriage, what questions have been asked, or what are all the important things? One is marriage regulations, types of marriage, and the reason behind types of marriage, or marriage as an institution, how is it undergoing the change? And then they'll be asking universal definition of marriage. So one thing that they can do is they'll be asking you that whether marriage as an institution is it going to exist, or they'll be asking live in relationship kind of questions. So here, in order to ensure that if any previous theme gets repeated, you should be having good content, good structure, and at the same time, the extra information which will differentiate your answer from others. So, in the class, I'll be first providing you all the concepts that are very important because, despite attending foundations, sometimes there might be lack in conceptual depth. Suppose yesterday I gave you an example. If there is a question on communitas versus community, this is from the syllabus only, but we never do it. That's why we don't interlink things. And when you don't interlink, suddenly in the exam, it is difficult to recall or put it in given time. Maybe after coming home, you may be recalling the points. but in the exam hall within given time you have to present. So that's why wherever it is needed, first shortly I will be providing you the conceptual understanding, so that you don't have that feeling in the back of the mind that I didn't understand it, but I'm just rote learning. So first part is addressed. Second thing, we will be doing the PYQs on those respective topics. Okay, not just PYQs, because if you see every year the questions are changing its pattern. Okay, so the questions, if you look at, they are not same. Though the themes of PYQs are there, but the questions are getting more analytical and interlinked to the other topics. So that's why, along with the PYQs, we will also see wherever there is a possibility of asking new kind of question. The theme will be same, but the question can vary. So then also you should be able to write a good answer. So we'll cover the PYQs. How do I cover PYQs? I'll be telling you what things you have to mention. Okay. So in the intro, what should be in the body, what should be in the conclusion, what diagrams you can add. Okay. And what value addition can be there. So in every question with respect to it, we'll be doing the value addition. Okay. So this is with respect to the class. Now, I told you yesterday, knowledge is only one part of the game. The rest is about execution in the final examination. That knowledge should get converted into marks. It is very, very important. And that can only happen through revision and practice. So here you are learning things in the class, but your revision and practice matters a lot. So in order to ensure that you have recall, you have to practice. So you will be provided with daily questions for practice, which you will be going home and trying to attempt. Maybe you will be attempting on the same day, or you might be attempting according to your pace. But you should be attempting the questions. Then you should be taking the test, and this test will be evaluated. And when it is evaluated, you will be having one-to-one session. You can ask your doubts. He'll also provide our feedback. So this is what we are going to cover within the class. And post class, the questions will be provided. This includes PYQs and other questions also, and there will be test. Okay. So this is with respect to how the class goes and what is covered in the class and what you should be practicing. So other than that, coming to tests, now there are two kinds of students. Who is very beginner, so maybe they might have completed foundation in the recent months only before prelims, or somebody who has completed their basics long back and they have written some test series also in the past. So now these beginners immediately cannot write 250 marks test, and some of them have already asked me and approached that do something for us. So what I have done, as a part of this crash course come test series, we have two types of test series. You can choose either one of them. So one is half length and other is full length. That means all the tests here are 250 marks. Here you will be having 125 marks test, and at the end 250 marks test. So in the half length, you have 9 sectional. Small topics of the syllabus are covered in each sectional test, and here 125 marks test is conducted. And here 5 sectionals you have, but all of these are 250 marks. And then at the end you have common 4 full length tests in both of them. So whichever the way you like, you can attempt, but I would suggest, if you are prepared, go for 250 marks test. But if you are not prepared, if you are doing little by little in the beginning, then go for the sectional test. So you can choose either of them. You have the option to choose any of them. Okay. So that is with respect to tests. And now I told you revision is important. Okay. So I have said our course will include 4 revision plans. See, I will be completing the classes very quickly. You will be having enough time. Okay. So you can watch the classes, but you can read at your pace. So now in this 4 revision plan, I'll be showing you what all important things that you should be focusing upon. So in the class, I'll be covering one fossil, one scholar. Okay, so that is already done. Now, when you are reading, you can divide your days like this. On first and second, you can go for these. You can change this according to your approach. Okay, so sometimes you can increase the content, sometimes you can decrease the content. So you can accordingly modify. But this is the tentative so that most of the people can follow it. And here you can see I have put archaeology daily one topic. Okay, not more. And now you're reading these two topics. Suppose you're taking 2 hours for this or 3 hours for this, and you're giving 1 hour for this. And at the end, you're writing 1 hour daily answers on these topics, 5 hours. So, like this for 5 days, you are doing it. Then, after completion, one day, you should revise what all you have done on 5 days and make the short notes. This is very, very, very important. You cannot skip on this. At least, at least you should be making notes on important things that are discussed in the class. Ensure the terminology that is there, important keywords that are there in your notes. Ensure the respective diagram is present in your notes. Ensure that traditional scholars are present in your notes. See, we are not training you just for the conventional part, because in your daily practice questions, I'll be providing you some questions which are unconventional as well. See, first day you're reading, this is the first reading, okay, and this is the first revision, okay, and then these topics, whatever you are studying here, I have again re-included, okay, I have re-included for the revision. So you can spend for revising past week information also again, and this week information on one particular day. So you're not just reading, but you're also revising. Okay. So you can see here religion, economic organization, political organization, then family, marriage, kinship, and the other 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. Then you are revising, making short notes, revising, making short notes. Then you'll give the test. So depending upon your pace, you can give full length or half length. Okay. But full length tests, at least 250 marks tests, at least 6 to 8 you have to attempt, not less than this. Okay. So even at the end also, if you want to write, you can give the previous year papers directly. So now this is the second revision of what you are reading. Okay. And then we have come to physical anthropology. In the same way, we are covering the physical anthropology. Now you are seeing here, this is your second revision of the remaining socio-cultural part. And this is the second revision of archaeology. So you are completing it twice. Okay. And after this, you will give the test. Then you look at remaining physical anthropology, you complete it. Now you're revising again, ninth unit. So if you see here you have revised once. Okay, so 9.1 to 9.6, you have revised once because that is the syllabus. And then now again you are reading 9.1 to 9.8. This is second revision. You are revising 10, 11, 12 for the first time. Okay, so then you are completing and giving the test. Then you are moving to paper 2. So like this, again, paper 2, you have short notes, time for short notes and revision. So revising unit 9 of paper 1, revising paper 2's unit 2, 3, 4. You're revising Indian anthropology here, and now you're making short notes. Then again, you're going to the remaining part, you're making short notes, you're revising the previous topics. Again, you're revising 10, 11, 12 unit. which already you have made short notes. So this is third time again. You're revising paper one also, whatever you have done. You're revising paper two short notes also. Then you're giving the Indian anthropology test. Then you'll be doing the same and you'll be completing the tribal anthropology test. See, everywhere time is provided for revision, short notes, because your short notes only will help you. So now by the time you complete your syllabus, it is July 20, and you have another 30 days just to revise again. And already by then you have done 3 revisions. Now again you are revising for paper 1 separately, and you are revising for paper 2 separately. Okay, you are revising paper 1 separately and paper 2 separately. So now here it is revision 3, you are giving FLT, and next you are revising for paper 2. This is the third revision for paper 2, and then you are revising both paper 1 and paper 2. This is the fourth revision. So you'll be giving on August 10th your fourth revision. You'll be completing and you'll be giving the full length, just like the final examination, paper 1 and paper 2. And the fifth revision will happen between the GS and optional papers. So this is how you have to approach your revision. Okay, if somebody has completed the syllabus already, so then you can just reduce the number of days and finish the things. And I'll be covering all the PYQs, necessary important topics, and I'll be providing the respective updates that are needed. So with this, you'll be able to cover your anthropology, all the important topics of the syllabus, PYQs, and the relevant updates, and ensure that you are revising multiple number of times, making your short notes, and at the same time giving all the relevant tests. So daily practice is also being done. So this, if you can ensure, then you are good to go. And we already have good results last year, and I hope this streak continues in the coming years also, because we have plenty of rankers already enrolled with us. So I hope I would be guiding you all in the coming journey, and don't hesitate to reach out. If you have any doubts, you're always welcome. You have my handle at, at the rate Shiva underscore Teja. So you can drop your query. You can also reach out to the admin. If you have anything, your query will be resolved as early as possible. So my time will be very less. I'll be just responding within not more than 4 to 5 hours. So you can feel free, and see you in the class. Thank you, everyone. Harsh will be taking over from here, and he'll be telling you what all you should be focusing upon. Okay. So those things he'll be discussing, and the part of Harsh will be uploading it soon. Thank you. So if you have any doubts, you can reach out at this number, or you can message in my handle, or you can click on the link below in the description and refer to it. Thank you.